came across this term ALEXITHYMIA, which is a personality trait where a person is unable to express their emotions, and it instantly occurred to me how I would portray this term. I often find myself in situations where I'm being complimented and I do not know how to revert back via words or expressions. I feel absolutely clueless. I've been in situations where I've experienced sorrowful instances, but I was unable to express any sort of remorse. And I truly wanted to, but in certain situations I am completely confused. Therefore, I created this particular look. I hope you like what you see and you are able to learn something new from this tutorial. Let's get started by cleaning our canvas by making sure our hairline, forehead and sideburns are grease and dirt free. I've cut my ball cap to my size and have it on. I'm applying spirit glue generously all over where the seam of my ball cap is going to sit, including the sideburns, and making sure all the little baby hair is neatly tucked away. Make sure you wait for 30 to 40 seconds before you glue down your ball cap. It's extremely important to make sure that the spirit glue is tacky. Now carefully tug onto your ball cap and apply it to the center of your forehead first, making your way out onto the sideburn and press hard and flat. Now I'm using some acetone on the Q-tip and gently rubbing it on the seam of the ball cap so that it blends with the forehead seamlessly. Next, I'm cleaning my eyebrows and brushing them upwards. I don't want my hair to poke through, therefore I'll be flattening my brows by applying spirit gum followed by some scar wax, which I DIY'd using 2:1:1 parts of flour, hair wax and petroleum jelly. I'm using very less scar wax as I just need to create a smooth surface over my brows and we want to look expressionless. You know what they say, right? Eyes are the windows to the soul and eyebrows are the frame or curtains, whatever. So we definitely got to cover those. Keep applying petroleum jelly to shape the scar wax. So once the prep is done, let's jump onto the centerpiece, which is our heart. I'm sketching out a heart on the center of my chest. Once I'm happy with the placement and the size, I'm going to go around the outline and deepen the shading. I'm applying a black cream base and will top it off with some powder shadow to set the base. Doing so is going to intensify the pop that we will be adding next. I want to depict that this particular robot is just like any one of us and has all these feelings and emotions brewing within its heart. So I'm using all these rainbow colors from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. Now I'm stippling some black light activated paints on the shadow to intensify the pop. I'm using a white cream paint outside the black line. This is going to give dimension to the heart and create an illusion of the sunken emotions. Now I'm deepening the waterline with black before I forget, and also once the paint is on, it'll get really difficult for me to tug onto my skin. I went ahead, mixed up a bunch of liquid suede lipsticks on my palette and ended up with this deep red, almost Marsala color. I just went with this deep red color cause I'll get great highlights and shadows on it. There's no philosophical relevance that I'm trying to associate with the base color being red over here. I'm taking a black shadow and deepening the crease to create a hollow eye socket. Next, I'm just contouring my face how I normally would, but with some unusual dark contour shades from the palette. Contouring the bridge of my nose to make it appear longer and sharper. I mixed up a pink coral lipstick with a white cream paint and dabbing it onto my highlight areas. That's the best part about makeup, you guys. You can mix almost anything to get something that you don't have. Of course, keeping in mind the textures and the finish of the products you'd like to mix.
It's all about humanity.
And we are back. Now I went around the heart using more black paint and setting it with powder shadow. I'm creating these white stipples to create stems. This white is going to act as a base for the shadow we'll be going on with next. The white lines turned out thicker, so just cleaning out the edges by putting in more black. Now I'm adding a copper gold and a rusty pink on the white streaks. I went ahead and covered my chest and shoulders in the same rusty red that I used for the face, highlighting the collarbones and shoulders with more of that pink and dabbing to blend it smoothly. Now I've taken a black liner on a fine angle brush and creating lines which are the seams of the robot. Now I know some of you guys must be wondering why I'm turning myself into a cyborg and calling it a robot when clearly there's a huge difference between both. Well, I love how cyborgs look so clean and mod. I personally didn't want to do a steampunky robot, maybe next time, but not today. Steady hands and help to get you better lines, be it straight or curvy. So make smaller strokes and try moving your body instead of your hands wherever possible. Pro tip! And do not worry if you make any boo-boos, everything is fixable. This look is all about creating 10 million highlights and shadows technically. So you will be seeing me do this a lot. Now I'll add even more highlights using white. This just starts bringing a lot more perspective and realism to the look. Try all techniques possible, fingers, sponges, brushes, airbrushes, cause this step took a lot of time and building. With a flat angled brush, I'm doing all the remaining details on my face. I'm going to cover the crown of the ball cap with black paint as I want to distort the proportion of my head a little by creating that illusion. Like I said before, moving the head helps a lot better than moving the hands. So make sure that your elbows are placed on a steady flat surface and you're not moving your wrist and only moving your head while making curved lines on your face. Now I'm pretty much just repeating what I did on my body, on my face, adding white, blending it, adding more white, blending it, and then adding a crisp opaque color to create a sharp edge and fade it as you go inwards. So this is it, you guys. This is my rendition of the term ALEXITHYMIA. I hope you learned something new from this tutorial or were at least entertained. Please do not forget, if you liked what you saw, then make sure you vote for me to be in the top 6. It would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you for taking out your precious time to watch this tutorial. If you liked my work and would like to see more, make sure you check out my other social media handles as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.